This week on Chuckload of Comics, it's a special Father's Day episode. We're counting down our top 10 favorite comic book dads. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. This is Chuckload of Comics. Happy Father's Day, dads! And welcome to Chuckload of Comics. All you fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, but mostly the fathers, because today is Father's Day. And we are celebrating you dads by doing a countdown show. We're counting down the top 10 favorite comic book dads ever.
That's so cool. I don't think I've ever heard that done before.
We're breaking new ground, man. We're doing crazy stuff. We've never done a countdown show. It should be a lot of fun. So yeah, dads. Here's a picture of my dad real quick. Mike Lindsay, the man, sitting on his back porch dancing jig, doing some kind of stuff. Shauna, you have any photos you'd like to share with class?
I do. I'm fortunate enough to have two dads. That sounds weird, but
Shauna's
I do.
two dads.
My two dads. I got Mr. Gary Mack hanging out, and then of course we have Mr. Bob Franz. Hey, Bob.
Bob Franz, how you doing, Bob?
Thanks, dads, for raising me right.
Yep. Mike, Bob, I hope you guys are watching this at home and having a good time. So let's get right to it. Top 10 comic book dads. Here we go. Number 10.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ultron. Ultron. Number 10. Father of the Vision.
Oh, okay.
Ultron's
All right.
cool, man. Created the Vision, the synthezoid that is the Vision. Of course, he later killed Vision, and Vision killed him, and he was reborn. And
He's also a really, really bad guy.
he's a dad. He
But
counts.
he is
He
a
makes
dad.
the list.
We didn't say top 10 nice dads.
These aren't the best dads. These are just our favorite dads in comics. So, number 9, Professor Trevor Bruttenholm from Hellboy.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, this is the guy that raised Hellboy. He found Hellboy out in the middle of a battlefield, a little war zone,
Yep.
raised him as his own. This little hell creature from another dimension.
Kept people from not killing him.
That's right, raised him in
Or from
the BPRD. He gave him a job
Great.
when he was a teenager, off
Aw.
hunting stuff and being cool. So, way to go, Professor. Number 8, Rick Grimes
Oh, duh.
from The Walking Dead.
Carl.
Dad of the Year, leading his son through the zombie apocalypse, one bullet at a time.
That's
teaching
right.
his kid how to kick ass. I think he like loses his hand,
Yeah.
and his kid like loses an eye.
And he gave him his hat.
He gave him his hat. So way to go, Rick Grimes. You made our list at number 8. Number 7, the father of fathers, Magneto.
Magneto. Another bad guy.
Father of Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Polaris. This guy has spread his seed throughout the mutant universe.
Disregard the fact that he tries to kill them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not a great dad.
Good dad,
but he's a
but-
dad nonetheless.
That's right.
Speaking
Births
of
and
bad
people.
dads, number 6 is probably the worst dad out there. I'm talking about the Mad Titan, Mr. Thanos himself. You want to talk
Right.
about bad dads? Thanos went out across the galaxy, murdered every wife he ever sired a child with, and then proceeded to murder every child that he sired. He killed all his wives, all his
Yeah.
concubines, and then murdered all of his children.
He's got to
across the
stay in
galaxy.
power, man.
Yeah,
Can't have no
yeah.
competition.
Can't have
Gotta
people
kill
challenging your power when you're
Kill
the
this
Mad
kids
Titan.
off.
So Thanos, you're number 6.
Thanos.
Coming in at number 5, you know him as the father of Loki and
And
Thor,
Thor.
Mr. Odin. Odin himself.
Odin.
Big fan of Odin. Odin's a good dad. He taught his kids how to be badass and worthy Thors, and even if you're the father of the god of mischief, hey, you do what you can. You do your best. Good job, Odin. Keep
That's
on
right.
keeping on, even though I think you're dead. Coming in at number 4, Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, he's not a father, but he is to Mr. Young Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's a
Practically
father
raised him.
figure. He
Yeah.
raised Bruce from a child. He took on the responsibility like all good dads should. Raised Bruce, allowed him to become Batman for some reason, and taught him how to
reason.
kick a little ass. all, all they had to do is sit around and live in a mansion, take care of a little kid. So,
Right.
Alfred's number 4. Number 3, father of all mutants, Mr. Charles Xavier.
That's right.
He's another father figure, because once you get higher up in the list, you start getting into the comic books where the dads are probably already dead, so you get the father figures. Charles Xavier was a father figure to every single mutant to ever come through the hallowed halls of Xavier University, or
That's right.
Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
And let's not forget, he actually is a father.
That's true. He is a dad. David Haller.
That's
Legion.
right.
He's the father of Legion.
Legion.
If you're not watching the TV show Legion, you probably should. It's pretty
Awesome.
badass. There's our cat yelling and screaming.
He wants to acknowledge you
Oh, wow.
as his lovely father.
I'm about to acknowledge my hand around his throat.
Oh,
So anyway,
no.
Charles Xavier, number 3. A well-deserved number 3. Number 2. Come to me, son of Jor-El. Jor-El, Superman's dad.
Duh. That's
You
a
know,
given.
he did what he had to do. Krypton was blowing up. He had to put his baby in a little space basket and send him across the cosmos
Yep.
for Earth. So,
And he also had the foresight to record and stay in contact with him and tell him who he was, right? I mean, isn't that all like recordings that he watches in the Fortress of Solitude?
yeah, he
and
raised
stuff?
him. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm rocking a green koozie on a green screen backdrop. This might not work so good. So anyway, Jor-El, you made a good number 2. Before we get to number 1, we got a couple honorable mentions. You can't fit them all on a top 10 list, but some of the honorable mentions we thought worthy of making the list. Norman Osborn,
Yeah.
father of Harry Osborn,
Right.
the Green Goblin himself. Norman
Right.
Osborn, not a bad dad. He did his best
That's
with
true.
what he could. He was kind of crazy and nuts, but a really smart guy, and that's why he made his list.
That's right.
Ego the Living Planet gets an honorable mention. If you
Right?
saw Guardians of the
Star-Lord.
Galaxy 2, the movie, you know, they turned Ego into Star-Lord's dad. I don't think that's canon in the comic books,
Well,
but
that's all right.
whatever. It was in the movie, and so he made the list, sort of. He's an honorable mention. Last honorable mention, Batman himself, Mr. Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Father figure to Robin.
Dick
Little
Grayson.
Dick Grayson, the boy wonder.
That's right. Where would he be without
That's right.
Mr. Bruce Wayne?
Took him under his bat wing, raised him upright, allowed him to be a crime fighter side by side with him. So, number 1.
Oh, Chuck's full of jokes.
Number 1 on our list. The number 1 comic book dad of all time is actually
Dun,
not
dun,
a
dun.
dad at all. She's doing a drum roll, people. Uncle Ben Parker.
Uncle Ben. Not the guy that makes rice.
He does make rice, I think, from time to time. But Ben Parker taught his nephew, Spider-Man, Mr. Peter Parker, that with great power must also come great responsibility. And that's a message that Peter Parker lives his life by. So he instilled in him
These values.
great
these-
values that make
Yeah.
Spider-Man who he is today. And right after he did that, he got shot. He died. And so maybe
Sorry,
May
Mr. Ben
Parker
Parker.
also gets a plug
Yeah.
in the Father's Day episode. So that's our top 10. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts, you think we missed somebody, leave us a comment down in the YouTube section.
Right.
Send us an email, chuckloadacomics@gmail.com. Let us
Right.
know if you have some ideas for top 10
Or
fathers.
if you completely disagree with our choices.
You probably do. But thanks
I
for
don't
watching.
agree with
This
them.
was a lot of fun. Lots more videos out there, so keep on checking us out on YouTube, Chuck Load of Comics.
Woohoo, Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day. See you next time.